Entry 1. The wind has not ceased since we crossed the stone bridge from Caer Talgarwyn and entered into Coed Genraig. Stormlight flickers across the sky, and already I feel the weight of many eyes upon us. We have arrived at the temple. We cross the old stone stairs beneath thunder and salt wind, and the temple of the Stormcaller rose from the hills like a memory. Elgar and Dathan forced the gates open with little grace, opening not with resistance, but expectation. Storms beat against the stones, yet within all is still, unnaturally still. Dathan led us forward in silence, blade drawn. The Sewi, warden of our lands, protector of balance, entrusted us this task. The ritual must be stopped, or if we could not halt it, we were to retrieve the ritual scroll, so it might be sealed forever in the Sewi's care. The orb must be returned to Darach and prevent the soul-bound queen's rise. Even now, Gnarly feels the pulse of the ritual, below, always below. The orb glows faintly. The Sewi was right. Her soul stirs. We must move quickly. There is still hope to cleanse her of her sins. We must move without rest. Entry 2. We descended past statues whose faces were gouged out in fury. Braziers lit without flame. Tarvin says the silence hums in his ears, like something large sleeping nearby. Dathan laughs too loud. He says this is no worse than the pass of arrows, but I saw him flinch when the shadows moved without cause. The mages of the Dragon Queen were thorough. Rot lingers in the stones. Glyphs of summoning too old for words writhe just under the dust. Gnarly confirms the ritual is active. It is being fed. We press on. She clutches the orb tighter. We press deeper through halls of carved thunder and serpent glyphs. The servants of the Dragon Queen haunt this place still, not in flesh alone, but in the very air. Each breath tastes of storms. The deeper we went, the louder the silence. This place was not abandoned. It was waiting. Stone murals watched us. Each depicted the Dragon Queen as a mourning goddess, chained and crowned. The cult seeks to raise her again, not in fury, but in sorrow. Fools. They do not know sorrow as we do. We met them near the Serpent's Hall. Wraiths, twisted in half-born forms, warped guardians and whispers that gnawed the edges of thought. Dathan and Elgar held the front, giving us room to work the spell ward. Elgar's axe split shadow from bone. Tarvin burned one into nothing. Gnarly chanted wards to shield our minds, but something was already inside. And then the ceiling shuddered. Masonry cracked. Dathan shouted for us to fall back as he alone charged the breach where the cultists surged. He looked back at me once, nodded, and drove forward into the swarm as the ceiling collapsed. Stone swallowed him whole. We screamed his name, but there was no sound, only dust and blood. He died in service to the Sewi. He died protecting the land. Elgar broke ranks to dig. We stopped him. There was nothing to recover. Entry 3. We mourned. Elgar lit a pyre for his soul, though no body remained. The Sewi would understand. A warrior's soul doesn't need stone to be honored. Tarvin fell next. His soul burned from within. Only a small dagger seen lodged in his side, but no blood. He cried out once from the floor above, and his voice fractured like glass. Something inside him turned to ash. His body left as nothing but a mere husk. The orb howled in Gnarly's hands. She says the ritual is drinking from all it touches. Elgar grows reckless. I see the fear creeping in behind the bravado. He fears what comes next, but he does not say it aloud. Then he returned, Dathan, whole, armoured, eyes dim as moonless glass. He stepped through the darkness, smiling as if nothing had passed, laughing, his voice off. We rejoiced, fools that we were. Elgar ran to him, arms wide, and Dathan impaled him with a single, fluid strike. No words, no mercy. He vanished before we could strike back. Nali screamed and tried to cast him into flame. Elgar bled out, whispering his wife's name. I held his hand, but he was already gone. Nali wept for the first time. Only the two of us remain. I cannot rest. The Watcher sees us. I feel its eye behind every wall. Nali has stopped speaking. She watches the orb like it might betray her. Entry 4. The servant waits ahead, the echo of the Queen's will. A woman without flesh, her voice a chorus of old betrayals. I have studied the dark for years, but this is deep time, unnatural and unknown. She speaks in storms and dreams. My spells unravel before they strike. Nali says she's not bound by this place. I saw Dathan among the shadows, watching, smiling. The ceiling crushed his body, but not his will. He is a vessel now. We carry on because the Sewi tasked us to, because this land must not see the Queen rise again. But we are breaking. Entry 5. We found it. A circle of runes, older than language. Voices echoed from the ceiling, though none of us spoke. The ritual is nearing its final crescendo, the last breath before rebirth. And the servant awaited us. She has no name, only darkness in a woman's form, her mouth filled with the tongues of all who ever cursed the Queen. We fought. Nali screamed and struck her with spellfire, and it melted through her like rain. She is not of this world. Miras is gone. That is me. I'm Miras. I feel I am slipping. No, I am Miras. I am still Miras. We must hold fast. I must finish. The chanting continues, mocking us, inviting us. Entry 6, Nali writing. Miras is gone, taken, no scream, no spell. Just gone. I can still hear the chant, deeper within the chamber. The ritual enters its final phase. The orb pulses like a living wound. I alone remain. I do not think the Sewi knew what he sent us into. But he trusted us, and that must be enough. I know now what must be done. The Sewi once said that protecting the land sometimes meant burying its wounds so deep they could never be found again. He did not know how true that would become. The curse is complete. The stones shudder. I have bound the roots of the mountain. I have cracked the runes of the archways. I have spoken the curse that will make this temple fall, not in ruin, but into the earth itself. The temple will fall. It will fall forever. Let it take me with it. Let us all be buried where light does not reach. Let the ritual die in silence. Forgive me, say we. The Queen's soul cannot be cleansed, not while her heart still beats in hate. I am not afraid, only tired. I am Nali, last of the shadowed sun. The orb writhes in my hand. It knows what must be done. We do not carry the Queen's sin. She chose exile, and we chose to seal her dream beneath stone and silence. Do not seek us. Let the world forget. The Watcher still gazes. The Watcher still sees.